Good afternoon, everyone, and I guess this is it, our last presentation for the course. For this final project, for the agency organizational restructuring, I took a very unorthodox approach. To begin with, after looking at everything, uh, created a minor incident situation with the city of Opelika where there was supposed to be a park restoration, and things didn't go good. As my initiative to go ahead and start implementing and trying to make the changes that I have proposed. But in looking at everything, the first thing that I attacked was the organizational structure. On the way we did things before was organizational wise, we ran a horizontal function. We have to get rid of that. We've got too many chiefs. We've got all these employees spread out, and I felt that a better way of doing this was to bring in the horizontal uh, scope of things, and where we're going to have Team A, Team B, supervisor for Team A, supervisor for Team B, two employees each, and then one floating around. The general manager, which will be uh, the top, the big person, and then I'll have the individual right under it, which will follow a vertical style of organizational chart. And that person will be will be part of public awareness, recruitment, and whatnot. So, restructuring to a much shorter, condensed, horizontal scope of organizational chart and more of a vertical as far as going all the way to the top. So it's almost like a hybrid to an extent, but the main purpose is to be more vertical than horizontal, though it does retain some horizontal in it. Now, the next thing I did was take a look at our personnel. Our personnel, you have to take a hard look, and unfortunately, this is the hardest part, having to make a decision that is best in the best interest of the agency. So, the first person that we facilitated the retirement for was Judy. She's not happy. She doesn't like the organizational changes. It's time for her to go. She was allowed to leave and retire, and promoted in her spot was Sally, which I went ahead and gave her a $23,000 raise, since we lost $143,000 in Judy's salary with her retirement. I gained it with Sally, and I was able to promote her and still come under. Now, Henry and Ingrid, supervisor and staff employee. In any organization, gossip is the worst thing that can happen. That kind of dissension, or what I call guerrilla warfare, is the beginning of a downfall if unchecked. And unfortunately, productivity level wasn't there. They were eliminated. They were terminated. Ingrid and Henry are gone, thus leaving me an open spot for a Team A supervisor and a staff individual. But before I get there, I went ahead and for Team B, I promoted Alfred. Alfred is going to be my Team B supervisor. There are some things that he's got that we can work on, but the fact that he knows the whole thing with the department, very important. Edgar, hard worker, I cannot use against him the fact that he was, he comes from far. I can't, because I've met people in my lifetime that work far but do a great job. They have that minor handicap. Even some of you may know that. So I gave him a raise, a minor raise, and Carl, I kept him at his same salary. Gina, great employee, unfortunately suffers a little bit of what Ingrid and Henry had, but I don't want to get rid of her because she's loved by the agency. She's very good, and I'm going to need her. So I kept her at her position. Douglas moved him over. I gave him a slight increase because he was at $40,000. Gave him a $1,500 raise um, so that he can continue to do what he does. Unfortunately, he can't do no management work, which is the same thing I have with Carl. Um, Judy, I promoted her to my senior manager, and like I said, I gave her a substantial raise, but she's also going to need training in being able to talk to people, because in our business, we talk to people. Our total budget was almost $798,000 in benefits and salary. I was able to reduce it almost 15% to 680 something thousand. I promoted people that needed to be promoted, and I gave the raises to those that deserved it, at the same time getting rid of the dead weight. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for this presentation, and good luck for the rest of the year in the course. Till next time.